Hey y'all, it's been a while since this happened. I'm going to talk to you about my very first goth night. I was going to vlog it, but that didn't work out, so now it's about 2 months later. I figure I can just tell y'all about it. So here we go. I'm going to talk to you about my very first goth night ever. Ever since high school, I dreamt of going to a goth club, like a real goth club. Although, like I said before, I refrain from considering myself qualified enough to identify as goth. I have a deep love and appreciation for what I know of the music and culture, and I just dreamed of being able to get dressed and go out and dance to all these songs that I had only listened to in solitude. I always just felt like a lot of goth music and electro and industrial music was so danceable, and I just really wished I could have experienced actually dancing to that. So anyway, goth club dreams. I always thought that one day my travels, you know, those things that you're supposed to have in your 20s that don't actually happen. I thought one day in my travels I'd wind up in a big city that had a real goth club, and I'd be able to go and just live out my gothy dreams and desires. Fun fact, I have a smoke detector curse. They pretty much go off everywhere I go. Okay, where was I? You think, when you're in high school, you think like, oh, by the time I'm in my 20s, like, I will be doing all these things I'm dreaming about. Well, I'm almost 30 now, and a lot of things haven't happened yet, including going to a real goth club. But recently I did stumble upon an event in my local area, a goth night. And apparently goth nights are much more common than a real full-time goth club these days. So this goth night here happens about 4 times a year at a local venue that I actually go to a lot for metal shows and stuff. And it's not actually called a goth night, it's called a dark alternative dance party, but I'm just gonna call it goth night. So in about July, my friend Sky and I decided we were going to go to this goth night. It was a Friday the 13th goth night coming in October, so we booked our calendars and Zach said he was gonna go too. Fast forward to October 13th. I have been known to suffer the occasional migraine. My migraines usually cancel everything when they occur. And unfortunately, when Friday the 13th hit, bam, migraine. I was mad. And usually when I have these things, if I have plans, I don't even care about the plans anymore. I'm like, whatever, I have to go to bed. I don't care. So even though I was having this migraine, I cared a whole lot less about this goth night. But I was like, I'm just going to try it out. I'm just going to go, just try it out, and then I can go home and go to bed. It's fine. So I decided to put myself together as best as I could and go test the waters of my local goth night. I wasn't totally happy with my makeup, but, you know, it's a dark room. It's all good. So we picked up Sky and we went into the city, and I just took a bunch of headache powders and kind of forced my headache away. Okay, so what was my first goth night like? The setup. They had 3 DJs and 2 VJs, which I meant to like Google this first, but I'm assuming that VJs are video jockeys and that they were responsible for all the visuals. They had a bunch of trippy visuals on the stage in the background behind the DJs. The clothes. It was Halloween time, so some people were in costume, some people were dressed steampunk, some people were dressed goth, and some people were just dressed casual. I myself I didn't go full goth, you know, well, I'm not a full goth, so I just wore one of my favorite dresses with a harness and, you know, oh, and my demonia boots, and just tried to be my favorite version of me with a migraine. The music. We heard some of the music you might expect, you know, like The Cure and Joy Division. We heard some Wolfsheim, which I love. And then I was also delighted to recognize Ladytron and One. I don't know if I'm saying that right because I've never heard anyone else actually talk about And One. I don't know if it's And One or And One, you know? music selection was really good. I didn't recognize a lot of it, but I really liked it. And they even threw in some Rammstein and Rob Zombie. That was fun. The dancing. I loved being here because there were no rules about dancing. And it also wasn't like sexual dancing. It was just like fun dancing. It was a total judgment-free zone, and you just kind of like danced however the music moved you, and it wasn't about talent, you know, it was about the music. So we all danced, and it was just great, and I can't wait to go back and do it again. The people seemed great. It was so interesting to see alternative people come out of the woodworks and congregate in one place. I'm like, where are all you people hiding? We didn't talk to anybody, I don't think. I mean, we talked to a couple of people. Maybe we can talk to more people next time. Alright, well that pretty much sums it up. That was my first goth night. Oh my gosh, we had such a fun time, even with my migraine. Like, it was amazing. And who had the most fun, you might ask? Zach definitely had the most fun. He outdanced Sky and me. We had to go take a break, and Zach's like, no, I gotta stay for this song. I think he's more goth than me. It was really cool. I never thought that I would enjoy a night of going out dancing, going out to the club on a Friday night, going downtown, but I really did. It's like everything I ever wanted from a night out. It's what I always imagined going out would be. Like when I was a teenager and dreaming of being an adult, I was sort of imagining something like this. So it was cool to actually experience it. So yeah, the next whole day, since I had sort of abused my migraine, I was on the couch all day, but it was worth it. And I did get to binge watch Lore, so that was nice. We cannot wait to go to the next goth night. It's going to be an anti-Valentine's Day goth night in February, so maybe I'll vlog it. I don't know, maybe I'll be able to document it for y'all. Okay, I hope this video was cool or whatever, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye forever.